With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Marco Estrada, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1.
7-16.
1-0 pitch on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Bichette is there. 1 out. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their rivals, Steve?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on them. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Bichette giving chase, and he makes the catch for the second out. Joey Votto will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
And he also has the most runs scored in the league right now. And last I checked, that's the name of the game. So credit those guys hitting behind him for driving him in so many times.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the looks of a very quick inning. But at least he's been able to stretch his at-bat out a little bit.
Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Hara is there and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. Kevin Gausman will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Kenny Lofton is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
And they come into this one off a 500 homestand, which is not terrible, but nothing to get too excited about.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Yeah, well, I'm a little concerned about Mitch Moreland right now. Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of the slump.
Rounded down the third baseline. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout, out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, they know their man on the hill has more strikeouts than anybody in the National League. Sometimes that can make you a little bit lazy out in the field. You just start watching swings and misses. You've always got to be on your toes, though, because the ball will be put in play, and you're going to have to be ready for it.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. After one, no score. Bryce Harper will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Jose Bautista will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's having just a great season, but it's so hard to lead all 3 categories. He's not even in the top 5 in average.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Batting sixth,
Gerard Dyson will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Oh my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Danny Espinoza will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Harrison has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Dante Bichette will stand in, and you see the average there up over 300 to start the new season.
Dante Bichette.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Mitch Moreland waits on deck. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Mitch Moreland comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Dyson has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Dominic Jeffries gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Number 12 will stand in, trying to keep up the hot pace as he's well over 400 here to start the year.
Well, he's got an excellent batting average on the season, and he's hitting over 400 in his last 10.
Calling for it, Lofton. One down. Cameron Rupp will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Third inning, no score to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
The batter,
Jackie Robinson will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Coming to the plate now, David Ortiz. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Now a pitch swung on and missed as the count goes to 0-2 to Ortiz.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Hara is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Joey Votto stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Turned on down the line. Moreland's there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Josh Harrison will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. All even now, 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Didi Gregorius will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Gerardo Parra will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
That's a ball.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Center fielder number 7.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Kenny Lofton is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Line drive to left. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Cardinals. Into the box, Hanley Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Bryce Harper is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Lofton sprinting after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So 1 away now, and that'll bring in the 2-time Major League home run champ Jose Bautista. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Hit hard up the middle. Backhanded. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
The center fielder number 1.
Gerard Dyson stands in. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter,
Stepping in, Danny Espinoza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. George Brett is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
In there, strike one. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Dante Bichette will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And the throw is low that time to first. And did he have control of it? Yes, says the first base umpire. And there are 2 gone. Mitch Moreland is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Lays off 1-0. Line hard toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty. And this is big trouble now out in right center. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Dominic Jeffries will get a chance now as he hopes to cash in following the 2-out triple. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures why mess with success when you get it to 1-2.
And it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Into the box now, Josh Harrison. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Swing and a liner, but foul. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Number 12 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gregorius is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting,
Cameron Rupp is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Parra ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs are back to even now at 1 run apiece.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
And that's through for a hit. David Ortiz steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Lofton is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Joey Votto will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
0-1.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Gregorius will make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Didi Gregorius comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Didi.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Digging in, Gerardo Parra. He drew a walk his first time up. And he takes ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit well on the ground to first. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Center fielder number 7.
Settling in now, Kenny Lofton. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Tap foul at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bautista on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Bryce Harper will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Into the seats, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Jose Bautista will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Gerard Dyson will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. On to first, and there were 2 down. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Hanley Ramirez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Harper, still going back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Third baseman, number 5.
George Brett will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Bautista has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Dante Bichette will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. In there, and it's 0-1. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
first baseman, number 22.
Mitch Moreland steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the strip, fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so
and we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Line drive to center field. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th. Number 12 steps in now. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. Cameron Rupp will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. There's Harrison for 1. On to Moreland as they get them both. It's a double play. Dominic Jeffries steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Josh Harrison stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? He'll go to the bag for 1. Didi Gregorius digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance.
Then, guys, you've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Erasmo Ramirez will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Didi Gregorius will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Gerardo Parra will step in. A ground out victim his last time. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Squared that one up just a little late. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Number 12 is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. Kenny Lofton gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Hanley Ramirez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 2 hits here. Jackie Robinson comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight,
Not a comfortable spot to be in.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Parra will wait on it. And that's out number 2. Joey Votto will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Belted high and deep into right center. Lofton racing back. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ripped on the ground to first. Moreland is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. George Brett digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Dante Bichette gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit hard to short. On to Votto at first. Low throw that time, but he's able to dig it out, and they'll record the out. Mitch Moreland stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Votto is up with it, and he'll just make the tag himself. Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Tyler Lyons will enter now to start the 9th inning, as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
The 1-2 pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Gerard Dyson comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1.
And he had the perfect pitch to try that. Right on the outside corner.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Harrison comes up with it. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Danny Espinoza stands in now with 1 down and a runner at first. That would be the go-ahead run if they can find a way to get him all the way around. Double play is in order, however.
Yeah, he has definitely got to look for something up in the strike zone and drive the ball to the outfield. Now, there's nothing more deflating than a game-ending double play.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. But the runner's back easily. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away. Number 12 steps into the box. Ruiz will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 51, Carlos Ruiz.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Lofton on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away. Cameron Rupp strides forward in a pivotal moment in this one. High ball game, bases loaded, but the possibility of an inning-ending double play does exist here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike two. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Yeah, he's probably guessing sinker there, so he knows not to follow through with the swing.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Softly on a line to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-2 ball game. Denny Farquhar will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as the right-handers up and warming.
Number 43, Denny Farquhar.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 10 for him on the year. And the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, you feel a little for that guy on the mound. He was in an impossible spot to begin with. He didn't start this mess, but he definitely makes it worse by giving up the grand slam.
David Ortiz.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And Moreland will just step on first to record the 3 unassisted putout. Joey Votto will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game.
Now batting,
Bryce Harper grounded out his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Carlos Ruiz is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Dominic Jeffries will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning. Josh Harrison stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Didi Gregorius will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. Remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Gerardo Parra is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Yeah, and he's been able to turn this inning around after back-to-back hits got this thing started. He's responded with 2 strikeouts, and here's the last one. Just a good job of bouncing back and not pitching tight out there.
Kenny Lofton is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.